Welcome to PO Sports Talk. I'm Ed Gottwals along with Jeff Kolb. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus here from Sports Talk, but we didn't want to bore you with all the talk about rainouts and stuff like that, postponements.
We're back.
And we're back, and we're back just in time for the playoffs. The official pairings came out today, so we'll go over those a little bit. We have 4 baseball and 4 softball teams in the District 3 playoffs, which is, as usual for Franklin County, pretty good representation.
That's a little more exciting than basketball.
A little more, yes, indeed. We're going to start with baseball. That starts Monday. In Quad A, Chambersburg got the number 10 seed. They're going to play number 7, Ephrata. That'll be at Ephrata's War Memorial Stadium at 6. The other the Quad A game will be Waynesboro. They're going to host Governor Mifflin at 4:30. Then in AAA, we have Greencastle Antrums at Lancaster Catholic at 4:30. And Shippensburg got the last seed, number 16. They're going to play the top seed, Donegal, at Donegal at 4:30. The one thing that intrigues me with this right away, Shippensburg is the last seed to get in, but they got Mr. Ott there, so I'm sure Donegal probably wasn't very pleased to draw them first round.
No, I mean that's the thing in baseball rather. It's you have the pitching, and a few of our teams have pitching. I mean Ott, he's only won I think a couple games this year, but he's the any given day. I think 2 of his
both his wins were no hitters.
Both his wins were no
Yeah.
hitters. So
Yeah.
I mean he can win a game literally single-handedly, and Waynesboro, you also mentioned they have 3 pitchers that can really win, I think, playoff games.
Yeah.
So they're a team that's dangerous, and with the small ball, and you saw that firsthand. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll pitch Dylan Bryan on Monday,
Mm.
so and he'll be ready to go. He's been pitching Monday for the last couple of weeks, so he's ready. Chambersburg comes in kind of hot. They've won 5 in a row, and their pitchers have done a pretty decent job. Hunter Brindle had a rough inning against State College, but generally speaking, they've been doing pretty well. So
Yeah.
I like their chances. They're playing their best baseball here at the end.
And you got a kid in Schreiner that's he's just a veteran. He's cool, calm, and collected all the time. And I think Chambersburg is just a team that finds ways to win these games. It's, they have some young players, but they've had more close wins than I think any team we covered.
Yeah, they certainly have. We'll move to softball then, which starts on Tuesday, and all 4 of our teams finished at seeds in the top 8. And if they was like baseball, they'd all be playing at home. But District 3 has decided that there aren't enough quality fields, and also fields that they can charge admission at. I guess they're too wide open. So they decided to not have home games first round, which is kind of a shame for our teams. But here we go with the rundown. In Quad A, Chambersburg's the only team that made it. They're going to play Daniel Boone at Creekview Park in Mechanicsburg. Chambersburg got the number 6 seed. And in AAA, we have 3 games there. Number 3, Greencastle is playing Middletown at Carlisle High School at 4:30. Number 6, Shippensburg is playing Kennerdale at New Oxford at 4:30. And number 7, James Buchanan will play Susquehanna Township at Heisman Field in Newville at 4:30. So both Monday and Tuesday are going to be pretty busy. And of course with softball, all being a higher seed, you'd like to think they have a pretty good chance of winning those games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think most of these teams have been like, Jekyll and Hyde this whole year. Sometimes they can dominate, and sometimes it's like, what happened. But there's definitely a lot of hitting, I think, on all those teams where the pitching will be. I think that'll be an interesting area of the game to watch.
Yeah, I don't think Chambersburg really has a dominant pitcher, but they've been able to do pretty well in some of these games. So it might depend on how good a pitcher the other team has.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And then, Shippensburg and of course James Buchanan, what I mentioned, they're having a fabulous year.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best year they've had for quite a while. Largely due to freshman Taryn Miller in the circle. So we'll have to see how she reacts to her first playoff game.
And she's hit tremendously too.
Yeah.
She's been right there in the heart of that lineup. And I remember one game that I was at when they beat Waynesboro, and they were losing the whole game, and she got that hit, and she held on for the win. So she is something else.
She just had a 2-home run game here at the end of the season, so maybe she'll stay hot too.
Yep. Okay,
well that's the rundown. The other thing I guess we ought to mention, also Monday, Chambersburg boys volleyball begins defense of their state title. They play in a District 3 quarterfinal match. They don't know their opponent yet. That's being decided tonight, but they'll play at Central York at 6. They have to win that game to get into semifinals, which will qualify them for states. If they lose Monday, the season's over.
Mm-hmm. And that's, that's no gimme.
No, and there's definitely some pressure there on them.
You'd like to think they're going to win that one, and I don't think Mitch Stahl is going to want to go out without going back to states.
No, I can guarantee you that. Okay, until next week, enjoy the games.